Have you seen this cotton candy lobster that was somebody caught in New Hampshire?
This is one of the blue ones that they get like one every 10 years. Yeah, these are cool.
Oh,
Have you ever
wow.
seen this, Peter?
No, of course not.
Dude, it's amazing. It's literally
That's
cotton candy colored.
like
And so
fluorescent.
it's like it'll probably say in the article, 1 in a million or 1 in 10 million, something like that. And
1 in
it
100
1
million.
in 100 million. And I feel like they turn one up like one every 10 years.
Dude, I
Makes
mean,
sense if they're catching about 10 million lobster a year, I'm sure.
Good math. Yeah.
blue is the rarest color in the natural world, isn't it? Is
Correct.
that right?
Yep, that's
And
correct.
this is every shade of blue that we can perceive with human eyes.
Pretty
I mean,
epic.
it's crazy. It's shimmering like a I can't believe it. It looks like it was designed in an artist's house.
So
Go ahead.
I was going to explain a very rudimentary explanation of what causes it because it's kind of complicated, but interesting.
Go for it.
So it says lobsters, the reason that they basically ingest a lot of red pigment from the plants and smaller crustaceans they eat. It's called astaxanthin or something like that.
Oh, yeah, stank.
And it sort of goes down into layers of their they have a layer of skin and then 2 layers of shell, and it kind of filters down, and it's all slightly different shades, and that gives them their sort of brownish color, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then when you cook it, they turn really red.
And they scream in pain. Yep.
For whatever reason, because it does something to that pigment. But it's saying that this genetic mutation, basically, as they ingest that same red stuff, for whatever reason, the way their body processes it, turns it blue.
Wow.
But only some of it stays red, and that kind of filters through and looks pink, giving it that cotton candy look. So it's very weird.
I heard it also makes your dick real hard. So if anybody wants to go out and try and find one, it's very rare.
One of these blue lobsters.
Yeah, that's right. It makes your dick blue.
So it's really interesting because the lobsters in Maine, where obviously there's a huge fishery for them, right? But every year every few years, they catch some really weird, different type of lobster. So Kyle, pull up that link I just popped in the chat there. There's been a few different ones. I've seen the blue one maybe 2 or 3 times in my life, like popped up in news stories. And then there's this yellow one. So scroll down a little bit, Kyle. Yeah, so there's the blue one that we just saw, like the cotton candy. That's 1 in 10 million. Then they get, what's this guy here? Like a pinkish one? I don't know.
Yeah, pink.
Oh, red lobster, 1 in 10 million. Okay, keep
Red
going.
lobster.
Red lobster.
What
So
color are they,
yellow
Nora?
lobster, look at this guy, 1 in 30 million, and they get a bright yellow lobster.
Wow.
Isn't this
What
interesting?
what
But these
color?
are all the same species, by the way. Yeah.
What color is a normal lobster? It's red, isn't it?
Like the one next to the yellow one. It's that brownish red.
So, brownie. It's like rust colored. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
But keep going. So here's another. That one just looks cooked, and it's allegedly 1 in 30 million.
Yeah.
Spotty
It does.
guy
Poor
over
guy.
here. Look at this guy. This guy's all spotted up.
That's like a leopard lobster.
Yeah,
Yep,
he looks
that's
kind
what it's
of
called.
sick. And then this is the
Look at
one. I
that.
remember when this came out a few years ago. Look at this. I think that's in an aquarium somewhere. I think
That's
the fisherman
crazy.
turned it over to an aquarium, if I remember the story.
How do you get that straight? It's bicolor, but it's perfectly bicolor in the middle, straight down, symmetrical. It's crazy.
No idea. Some weird genetic thing, I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, I didn't even know why they turned that color until Pat explained it. And then look at, so the cotton candy or moon mist lobster, as we're talking about, it's 1 in 100 million. Look at that.
Yeah. More rare than even the blue one.
And the stripy
Wow.
one, apparently.
They probably worship these things in past times.
And then there's an albino one. Somebody needs to make a tank of weird colored lobsters. How cool would that be?
It'd be
Go to
real
the
fun.
aquarium. In the touch tanks, there's just a rainbow of lobster.
Well, this cotton candy guy got sent to the Seacoast Center in New Hampshire, where he was put into a tank with another cotton candy lobster that was caught 4 years ago. So now,
no way.
He didn't think he'd ever see another one of him in his life, and
That's
suddenly
for sure.
they're roommates.